Thank you. Have a good night. Appreciate it. All right. Welcome back to our brand new video of the Target Individual Program, Target Individual Experience, Target Individual Program. So, the religious Europeans, like I said, whenever they send them on my page, I'm telling you, y'all asking for it. I'm gonna keep giving them the truth. Okay? I'm gonna keep giving them the truth. And eventually, they're gonna start reading the truth. And eventually, they're gonna come into the understanding that Christianity, in the form that it is in today, was created by the Roman state, not only for propaganda, but for control. All right? If you know history, you know that the church kept Europe in darkness for 1,000 years. They had to take away the intelligence of the people. They had to create a dumbed down people and then build them up again using their religious doctrine. And that's exactly what they did. And you go look at the contrast between Spain, Britain in particular, and then you look between the year 700 to the 1400s, you look at Spain, you look at Spain, Italy, Portugal, right, had the highest rate of literacy in Europe, right, paved roads. The very first universities in Europe were built by black Moors. Okay, there is no dispute in that, right? And that's in their records as well, right? New York Predator Department. New York Predator Department. Oh, they've been sneakily. When I'm on the bus, they've been sneaking, doing the sneak attacks, right? That's what they've been doing. So I won't be able to record them. But anyway, right? So, like I said, the reason they have to create ignorance within the people within the society. That way they can control them, and they, when you're ignorant, you're going to believe whatever it is that they tell you. You're not going to question anything. Right? This is why they fear consciousness, and in particular, they fear black consciousness. In particular, they don't fear white consciousness. They know what they're getting with white consciousness. But black consciousness is going to be a whole nother level. It's going to be a whole nother level. Okay? See, they don't want the return of the ancestors. They don't want you listening to your ancestors from within you to wake you up. Right? There's a reason why they develop BCI, so they can steal the intellectual property of black people to advance themselves. Right? Look, more New York Predator Department. More New York Predator Department. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. More New York Predator Department. They're on a rampage tonight, right? They're prowling tonight. Well, you come and prowl my way, so I can expose y'all, right? Hilarious. Come and prowl my way so I can expose y'all. But anyhow, so like I said, stop sending these Negropean Christians on my page, including family members who want to use AI generated content. You're not proving anything. You need to. You see, this is what the Christians do, right? We talk about how Christians use tricks and manipulation, deception. That's what they do. It's in their Bible, particularly because they don't believe in the so-called Christ in the Bible. They are Paulinians, right? So Paul gives them the idea, the concept of manipulating you and I to bring you closer to Christ, even if that means trying to use some of the most despicable means in order to do it. So when I say that they are no good Christians, they are no good Christians, because if you feel that you need to manipulate people in such a way to bring them to your Christ, then that means that you don't really believe in your Christ. let the power of your Christ do the job, right? If your Christ was real. But you know deep down inside your Christ isn't real. You know that. Okay? Your God ain't real either, because your God in the Bible tells you that those who faithfully believe in him, that they shall prosper. Okay? And black people are the most faithful believers of that God. And they're not prospering. Understand that. Know the reality. Right? The Bible tells you, Jesus' own words say what? That a rich man will have a rich man. The chance of a rich man getting into heaven is like trying to put a thread through the eyes of a needle. Right? That's what he said. Right? But these Negropean Christians, they worship wealthy people. They worship the pastor. Oh, pastor got a nice car. Oh, my pastor got a jet, girl. Yeah, the money that you gave him to buy that jet. Oh, I just lost my job today. You know, I got to go talk to my pastor. You go talk to your pastor. Pastor will tell you, well, sister, God's gonna provide a way. God gonna provide a way. But they never talk. They never think.
Reach already, man.
They never. What the hell you say? Look at these clowns. It said these clowns. Who reach already? He come in there like, look, they reach already. Get the fuck out of here. Anyhow, right? They look, sticking his finger in his ears. Sticking my fingers in my ears. Don't worry. They try to fake it as if he's putting on his earbuds. He's not. Okay, I'm doing the same thing too. I'll do the exact same thing too. Right? So they never say to their pastor, well, pastor, you come to us for money. We don't tell you no, and God will find a way. We give you our money. Right? Because again, Negropeans, Christians, don't think. They don't think. There should be no way that you have been tied in the church for how many years, and you have some misfortune, and you can't go to that church, and that pastor cannot write a check to help you pay your bill for an entire year, or even 2 years until you get yourself on your feet. There should be no way. Okay? Every Sunday, the black church take in across America $33 million a week. Okay? That's $33 million a week. Now you do the math. That's a week. On the weekend, I should say. Every weekend. Or a week, whatever. You do the math. Right? You do the math. Right? What's 33 million times 52 weeks? All right, come on now. People gotta think, man. They gotta think. These people have been conditioned to take from you and I. Well, not for me, because y'all don't do that shit not in them churches. And when you ever see they have those good churches with the good pastors who are trying to do something, what happens? They attack them. Right? They attack them. Well, I guess he's not getting on the bus.